Welcome back to Everywhere's channel. Today I want to submit a video for everybody who watches my channel, so on and so forth, and people who see my videos. And if you come across my video, thank you. Appreciate this channel by dropping a like on a video that you might find interesting. I do a lot of technical videos. I do a lot of disassemblies, intricate knowledge, know-how of certain pistols, and educational style videos where I teach you different things about the pistol that you owned or don't own or have owned or want to own that you might need to know about the pistol. I have a few on the table right now that I'd like to take a second and talk about, and how they function, how they work, and what's cool about those pistols, and what you might need to know if you're looking to own one of those pistols. That's kind of something that I'm part of and interested in. I like the really weird and out there pistols. That's kind of my thing. Kind of something I'm into. Kind of something I'm big into. Something I like to learn. I like to learn new things about guns all the time. So we'll start with the one in my hand. This is the Chiappa Rhino 37 Magnum 40 DS or 4-inch pistol. Anti-clear and safe. There's no rounds, nothing in the gun. There is no chamber because it's a revolver. There is no chamber. Okay, nothing for the bullet and the whole casing to go into. This little piece right here is the chamber, is the cylinder. The cylinder is known as the chamber. So when I to cock it and pull the trigger and fire it, the primer would be struck back here, the casing and the cartridge would be hit here, the gunpowder would be ignited, and the bullet would be pushed down the barrel from the bottom of the cylinder. This is a lower barrel access 37 Magnum revolver. 9 out of 10 time revolvers you come across, the barrel's up here at the top, not the lower. 10th being is this expensive, awesome, cool looking pistol, and you might recognize it from Suicide Squad, where Harley Quinn used a Chiappa Rhino for her sidearm defense. So yeah, pretty cool pistol. Nightmare when it comes to taking things apart and modifying it. Straight up nightmare. Pretty cool. Everybody in the world will acknowledge this gun and understand what this gun is. This is the Glock 17. This Gen 4. Glock 17 Gen 4. Empty, clear, and safe. There's no rounds, nothing like that. So this is that type of gun. What's cool is polymer lower, metal upper, striker fire pistol. A lot of people like this gun. I personally don't. I personally don't like this gun. I can shoot it pretty good. I just personally don't like the way it feels, don't like the way it looks. I think it's like a block and looks like a blocky hug at someone's face. I love every movie where the bad guy runs out of bullets, takes the gun, and then chunks at somebody. When it's locked back in empty position, just chunks at somebody. Because personally myself, I feel like this all the thing this gun's worth. I mean, you can make this special, put a special barrel in it, special slide on top with optic mounting on the rear, slide lightning cuts on the sides, fluted barrel, suppressor ready. I mean, it's pretty cool. Put a different comp in there, recoil spring in there, change out the lower to a lone wolf lower or something like that, or a Terran tactical lower where they have more severe undercuts, more texturing on the lower, all that stuff. Pretty cool, right? Personally, not something I'm into. I do know how to field strip every single one of these pistols, and if you watch one of my Glock disassembly videos, you know how to take every single Glock apart. I'll be honest. You watch one, you know everything about the Glock. Trust me. I change these lowers out all the time. I put a new lower on this gun for customization, for shop customization and making holsters and stuff. I take the springs, the extractor spring, the trigger spring, all the internals that are in this gun, all the tiny little springs and stuff that you see in the metal slides, all the stuff in the hammer assembly, and I switch them over to a different lower. I like drive pins out of the gun, put it all in a different lower. This entire lower piece right here become a new lower where it has different texturing, different finger wells, different lower cut on the trigger well, so all that stuff. I've done that multiple times. It's a pain in my butt, but I've done it. That's how Glock works. I have a WMP, is a Walther 22 Magnum. It's an automatic pistol right here. I'm not a big fan of this gun. I'm looking to sell this version of this gun personally myself. I don't like this gun. I have 3 of them. I don't like this gun. My dad owns one. I own 2 of them. I personally will sell this one happily enough and go get my hands on Smith & Wesson 22 Magnum easily. Be happy to sell this. Comes with mounting plates for all optic systems, lightning cuts in the slides that don't do you any good because it's not a porta barrel. It is not a porta barrel. This is 22 Magnum. This is 15+1. That's 4 different ways to eject the mag out of the gun. Not a big fan of. Way oversized for what it's advertised for. It's 22 Magnum. Way oversized. And I have big hands. I have big hands. And this gun barely fits my hands. It's a big gun. Big gun. Just ridiculous. Just stupid. Just ridiculous. But I have many different guns. This is a 6-hour P229. 6-hour P229. Chambered in 40 caliber. This is almost the same as a 226, 225. This is a double stack. This is a, I want to say 12+1. Yeah, 12+1, 13 rounds, 40 caliber S&W, SIG P229. This is a steel lower, steel upper, or aluminum lower, steel upper. It has a decocker built in with the gun. It's pretty cool, pretty nice. It's got a decent trigger, decent reset. I mean, from the top end. And it's a double action pistol, so pretty cool, pretty awesome. Still 40 caliber, still really heavy, still big gun. So, but I have access to over 600 plus handguns of different calibers, different sizes, and different manufacturers. If I don't own it, I can get my hands on it. If I don't own it, I can get my hands on it and give you a thorough, detailed revision of how that gun functions. Field strip, fully functional field strip on the range, taking it, cleaning it up, making it shoot better, to a detailed, slightly DIY modifications. You can do it at home for certain pistols, and or replacing parts on those pistols, such as the extractor, firing pin, mag well release spring, trigger sear spring, trigger reset spring, all that stuff. I can do those videos. The problem with that is I don't know what you as the consumer, as the customer, as the person who's wanting to know and know how, I don't know what you're looking for without feedback. So to get feedback, I'm putting this video out to tell you, you name a gun, you name something about that gun that you want to see happen or learn about, I will do that for you. If it's within my power to do so, I will absolutely do that. So I'm going to be checking this video out for comments in the next 10 days, and I'm going to base off what I'm going to do the next 10 days, your guys' comments, your guys' views, your guys' input on what you want to see and what you want to learn about, what gun it is, whatever it is about that gun. All right, so please like, and I don't expect you to subscribe, but you should, because you're missing out on a potential knowledge and know-how here, and having my name under your register where you can be like, well, I think Everyday Worker might know what he's talking about when it comes to a gun like this. He might have a video on this, and everybody that I normally watch does not. Demolition Ranch, Kentucky Ballistics, all these guys, Brandon Herrera. Brandon does a really good job about going into detail about field strips, about the guns he puts on his videos, and with his ADD brakes, and his White Claws. But, Scott and Matt don't really get into those things where they take it apart for you, and Honest Outlaw and Pew they don't really get into the disassembly part of the job and the knowledge and know-how about the gun, so they don't really tell you things about the gun in detail, internal integrity, and give you look like that. Sorry. That tooth looks discolored. That's weird. Anyhow, sorry. I'm honest. I don't edit my videos. What you see is what you get. So I just put that in this video, a 10-minute video, and you're gonna end up watching me play with my one tooth that's not shiny compared to the rest of them. So yeah, sorry. But here it is. What it is. You guys want to learn about guns? I'm more than willing to teach you about them. You want to learn certain things about the gun that you own, be it Taurus, Beretta, Smith, Kimber, Springfield, Masada, Gerson, Star. I mean, I'm trying to name weird Walther. I'm just trying to think of names out there that are so weird that most people don't have the gun. I'm trying to think of names out there. Car. What's the other one? That's the one. Bursa. Yeah. So you want to learn about things about these guns. You want to learn weird things about these guns. You want to learn quirky disassemblies and stuff. I can show you a 45 single stage pistol that loaded in rounds backwards on the reverse angle, that when the slide came back, picked up the round and shoved it in this way. I own one of those. It's a fucking $2,300 pistol, and I own one. And it's this big, and it doesn't have a good track record. It was made for, I think, 3 years, and then the company went out of business. So 10 years of research and input put into a gun, was in business for 3.5 years, and now is no longer produced or manufactured and or in business. So I own one. 22 TCM. Ever heard of 22 TCM? No? Well, you might want to look it up. I have 3 versions of that gun. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching the Rick Rose channel. You guys stay safe. Just leave your comments in below the video here. And like I said, I'm going to take 10 days. I'm going to look into these comments, and I will do, if not the top 5, the top 10. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.